Hello, and welcome to Zach and Rob Play a Game, another salad cast.
Also Dan.
Happy salad thing. I was getting to that, I was building to it. I was going to say, build up to it and say it's just us, but then go, but wait, we're joined by Dan as we we go over a replay of us playing Kerbal Space Program that didn't record very well, so I've edited it and sped it up, as you can already see.
Oh my god, everything's moving.
Yeah.
So the idea behind this was, as you probably from the salad cast, Zach's been playing quite a bit of this, so he knows what to do. So I have never played this before, so this was me trying to build shit.
I was giving Rob hints.
Yeah.
Which is why he doesn't completely suck, and why he's been doing important things like putting SASs on it.
Well, that seems to be the key, number one first thing to figure out is you need stabilisation bit. At least that's what I worked out from the quick look.
So yeah,
this was me just trying to make a traditional style rocket, not really knowing exactly what I'm doing. But
you've got boosters right at the top of the thing.
This is the
final stage.
This is the final stage, so you have to put boosters on the bit that's remaining. If you see
remaining.
Once everything's separated.
Once it's remaindering.
So yeah, we were this was me not really understanding how things link up, and was.
Well, it's awkward anyway because it's like the separators have a slightly fatter model, so they don't overlap very well, and all kinds of annoyances like that.
Yeah, I mean it was tricky when we were doing those horizontal bits or something. There's like that coupling that detachable coupling that
sideways.
Sits, yeah, that sits
like a stack of dry cups.
That sits outside of the thing, and I had trouble getting it to line up.
Here comes the fat
to
stage.
actually connect. Yeah, so that was the bulk of the rocket. There you go, massive liquid stage. Oh, it was these things I was struggling. Look at me not attaching it.
Yeah, look how long it takes to actually take.
Whoa!
Just stack rockets.
How many freaking boosts? Are those solid?
Those are solid state boosters. Yeah. So this was our plan for second stage, and it's like, oh right, we better actually make this somewhat stable.
Yeah, Rob putting on some convenient struts. It's important.
This has got so much fuel already. Surely
not enough. I can tell you that.
And let's make some wings for effect. just to
for effect. Just to actually do stuff.
Well, I'm not sure they did on our flight because they didn't really. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure we did this properly. But so at the moment they are literally for effect.
And then the mid-engine for the second stage, and then the fat.
Yeah, fat
7-engine giant fuel tanks
for the first section.
Yeah, this was another bit of fucking around trying to get things to attach.
Yeah, because it's like once we struggled a bit to actually get something to attach in the middle there.
Throw some more wings on.
Just because. But then we've got this big old bit in the problem where we're like, shit, that's going to be really unstable.
I just put a whole bunch of straps.
Yeah, just
work.
That'll just break. Right?
Attach it together.
Do they just break when you detach them?
What did we end up calling it? I can't read it.
A craft of two halves.
There we go. The first attempted launch.
Oh my god.
I was like, look at the frame rate, look at my system struggle to keep up.
Well, it always goes frame ratey when it's working out the physics initially, doesn't it?
Yeah. Alright then.
And now it's still doing something.
Tension mounting.
Press a button to fire it, or...
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
The physics working is finished. Now it's just wobbling.
We should point out that there were some recording issues the first time we did this, hence why we're doing it again, in the point where some frames may be skipped during the launch of our rockets, meaning it will look incredibly fast.
Quite a lot of them in one case.
Yeah. So this is running in real time now.
Whoa.
Also, I'm piloting.
Yeah, cool. I didn't trust myself with that.
Rob was construction, I was pilot.
So here it goes. So it's up, but slightly worrying wobbles. Like, if you look at the very top section, like the top section seems to be just like on its own, like inside that surrounding pile of solid state rockets. It's like, this is going pretty good. Yeah, it's alright. It's wobbling, but it looks fine.
We're nearly through the first stage of liquid fuel. Prepare for separation.
Oh. Do you have to press the button to separate?
Yeah.
Get ready.
Wait, no. That was the first set of tanks.
Oh, right.
Got another whole tank to go yet.
It's going quite well.
It's wobbling more,
How
though.
fast are we going? Like 200 metres a second? That's not very fast. This thing is carrying a whole shit ton of weight.
Yeah.
Which is all fuel, right, for later stages, I assume.
Yeah, basically.
He hasn't got much on it, apart from rockets and fuel.
Well, that's basically how rockets work.
I know, but...
Apart from payload, I guess.
Oh man, look at it wobble now.
Yeah. It's getting quite bad at the top. There's separation.
Oh no!
And then the solid fuel rockets separated off from the outside and just wafted up and exploded everything.
It sort of compressed itself into nothing.
So can you wait before you fire after you drop the first?
Yeah,
stage
you can.
Before you fire the second stage.
But of course, if you're doing it in atmosphere, you just decelerate every time for all the time you're not firing rockets.
Yeah.
The problem there was the connection in this bit between the solid state rockets and the top.
Yeah,
so we were like, right, what are we going to do? How do we fix that?
Struts.
Okay, I don't know, that's struts, yeah.
More fucking struts.
Just attach it all together somehow. And the first time we were just examining it to say, where are the weaknesses? It's like, I wonder. Oh no, you thought there was one too many solid state rockets.
I thought there was a bit too much of a stack. And then, adjust the struts so that they go between the outer edges. And then it's like, oh wait, we haven't turned on symmetry, fuck.
Yeah, let's do that again.
Alright, does that allow you to do it across Oh, nice, yeah.
And then picking up the wrong bit. Okay. And I'm like, yep, that's good, let's do it again.
See, that to me doesn't look like there's going to be enough strut there.
They're surprisingly strong, considering how thin they look.
Yeah.
If we didn't have all those struts in between the first and second stage, that definitely wouldn't work. I can tell you that much. As soon as the bottom edge is fired, it would just compress and explode.
We should have tried that.
Maybe.
So how come they break when you separate, though? The struts?
Because it's just sort of making an assumption. You can, if you want to be fancy, you can, have little decouplers on the rocket and then attach the struts between the decouplers so they actually come off properly.
Oh, I see.
But you don't actually need to. Struts tend to just break on decouple.
Right.
So this seems to be okay, but the middle bit is still shaking around like a maraca.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is the first tank done.
Also, did we mention this is now the old version of Kerbal?
Right.
Will we coming to the newer version later on?
We'll do another one.
I hope so.
But some things are different in the newer versions, which you will see in this other video. And I think one of the things is slightly more stability. That kind of wobble I haven't seen nearly as much, although I haven't really built any rockets of that particular shape. We'll see anyway.
Does the Kerbal dude always freak out no matter how good your rocket is?
Pretty much.
It depends on their personality. It's like they have randomly... the first three aren't random, but then everyone subsequently are random. So they have randomly generated personality of how fucking...
oh no.
The pod survives.
It compressed again.
Yeah.
The same problem from last time wasn't really there.
Wasn't.
But yeah, the explosion happened below us. So it's like, we're okay. Our dude's alive.
The rockets are just spiralling away.
No, let's decouple the last stage.
Let's put the pod off just for a safe landing. Did we actually watch this through to the landing?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
We're just like, fuck it, he's alive.
Yeah, that's a success. Successful explosion.
So naturally,
so
now
what did we do next?
We've just got to secure that middle bit.
Yeah, was it just more struts?
So did you actually get to space with your first kind of design once you'd fixed it?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not, the hard part.
No, I know, obviously, isn't it getting to the moon and then...
Well, I mean, it's not hard to make a design that actually goes to space.
Right.
Making a design that goes to space and, then has fuel to do stuff with is the slightly harder bit. Yeah. And then we ran into the problem of we built the top bit in 4 symmetry and the middle bit in 6 symmetry, so we'll have to do this manually.
Right, yeah.
And also make it incredibly non-symmetrical in the process.
Yeah. It's like, who cares? It just needs to be attached.
And these struts seem to be kind of magical, the way that they're really strong and yet they break on at just the right moment.
Well, I assume the reason they break is because it knows that the rockets on the top and the rockets on the bottom are in different stages.
Yeah.
So when you separate the bottom stage, it knows to break all those strands.
Yeah, that's fixed the wobble, hasn't it?
Yes, the top bit is way, way more stable.
Whoa, slowed down a lot there, though. Perhaps not. That was just perspective, maybe.
or the video, perhaps.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, this is quite a boring and normal looking
It's
flight.
a normal looking rocket that works perfectly. What a shame.
Well, it's not that normal. Look at its fucking wings. It's tight.
Tight.
What difference do the wings make?
When you're in atmosphere, you can actually control it more, and it keeps it more stable. So there you go.
I'm not sure they're doing anything. I think we've actually made a rocket that didn't need the stabilizers.
Or we put the wrong kind of stabilizers on it. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
So the solid fuel boosters get us up there. That was pretty good.
That looks pretty good. Oh, look at that style.
Fire this stage.
That looks really
It's
cool.
wait for them to separate.
But in case we blow them up. So it looks really stylish when they all just fly off like that. It's like, right, how are we looking? we're going to get that far away from the Earth.
That is quite a long way, considering it's just vertical.
Not Earth. Is the planet called Kerbal?
Kerbin.
So what's that bottom service module type of thingamajig?
That's the extra engine. We didn't actually need that one. That would be convenient fuel to get us into orbit.
Yeah, it's just like, right, we're going to angle ourselves.
You boost sideways.
Yeah, this is me.
Okay, so we speed it up a bit.
This is me doing some more piloting, getting up. You get up near the top, and then you start boosting sideways to circularise the orbit. Of course,
this seems like a dumb way. I mean, in reality, you go virtually sideways almost immediately.
That is why. I mean, that's why you have the wings. So when you're coming up the launch, you can actually lean. But doing that is hella dangerous, particularly if you have a craft with any kind of wobble. As soon as you start steering, it's just like
right.
It just fucking explodes.
Yeah, I suppose.
Would this one have been alright had we got the wings working?
Probably.
It looked fairly stable when it was going up.
So now I'm angling towards the horizon, so we're almost horizontal.
It does seem a bit of an odd way to go to orbit. You're not going to have enough. Because that's the thing. When the shuttle launches, whatever, most of the energy has to go into going sideways, isn't it? That's why it's such an advantage being on the equator and launching
with
towards
the spin
of the Earth. Yeah.
So yeah, as you can see, it's like at the top of this thing, we've got virtually no horizontal speed. So now it's just like turn on the rocket and get the horizontal speed.
Oh wow, you get quite a lot quite quickly.
Well, because we're still on a giant fat engine.
And this bit of the video is sped up.
Oh, and that.
Okay, and then you can actually get yourself in orbit.
And now I'm like, yep, we made it to orbit. Success. Separate. Get rid of that big bit. We'll just use the small bit.
And now you've got some extra engines just for boosting
pissing around.
Incredibly slow motion.
Separation never goes that quick. So yeah, did we stop after this?
No, we just flew around the planet a few times, and then tried to land it.
Oh, did we try to land it?
Yeah, we landed.
We actually did a reverse burn. That's what we use the rest of those engines for.
Oh, okay. What, deorbit then?
And it's fairly cool looking sort of quad formation there. It's like, right, let's angle this up.
Fucking no RCS boosters, even though they are on there. I forgot to turn them on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, then I turned them on. It's like, oh, that's much easier.
Where's this game from again? Isn't it like South American or something?
Yeah, I think so. It's like Mexico.
Really?
I think so.
Huh.
That's just like one guy.
You don't see like...
Or like three guys.
Yeah, you don't have many game developments coming out of Mexico.
I guess. Or do you? Would you even know?
No.
Exactly. Now we're just waiting. What are we waiting for? Find the engines.
Yeah, I don't know. What's going on? We were talking about something, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. You didn't cut this video well enough. Okay, the engines are on.
Your dude is still freaking out. I mean,
that's because of the speed.
Yeah, it's based mostly on speed. So anyone who freaks out with speed is always freaking out when they're in orbit because they're always going like 2,000 meters a second or whatever.
What, relative to the surface of the planet, or what? You wouldn't really feel speed.
No, but you know. And here's us trying to decide where we're going to land. It's like, do we want to go in the water? Should we try and slow down a bit more? Whee!
Have you done your burn? Didn't see it. Oh.
I burned on the map because then you can watch the.
Oh, I see. Then you can watch the thing.
And then separate the bars. Whee! And then, luckily, there's no like re-entry heat yet. That's meant to be a new feature that will come up eventually.
Oh dear.
So you don't have. So at the moment, it's just assumed that you survive. It's like good.
But how will that add to it? I mean, like, just the speed, right?
Because and other planets have different atmospheres.
Oh, right, okay.
Didn't we fire that looks like we fired that parachute really early.
Yeah, we did. Well, no, not really. I normally fire them at about 3,000 feet of meters. Even though they only open at 500. But then I was just like, I don't want to wait until the last possible minute. That feels really dangerous. And luckily, they just half deploy until they come down.
Oh, so automatically.
And this took a lot longer than the video is showing, so it's... There we go.
Wow.
Survived.
We landed at night.
And then it was like, right, I got an idea, guys. This is... Let's see where this goes. I want to build a craft that is nothing but wide.
Yeah.
I want to see how wide I can build a ship.
I think I told Rob about the 20-stage rockets and how like you have to start building wide because if you build up it's just too heavy and it squashes itself and collapses on the landing pad.
Right.
And then Rob was like, okay, sideways.
Let's go. Let's.
Well, can you do single stage to orbit then? Is that possible?
With this, yeah, you probably can.
You can see where we're going with this. Let's see how many fucking solid-state engines going to fit in there.
Okay.
And notice we're not designing it staged in any way.
No,
They're all just going to fire.
Awesome.
And of course,
Oh.
don't forget to put some struts on, because this is going to...
Yeah, we reinforce this one to the 9s. 'Cause it's
Yes.
like, this is not going to work so great.
I gave Rob sufficient warning that it was probably just going to go fold inwards. So it was
Yeah, I guess you need a skirt, right? You need to attach them around the bottom, don't you?
yeah,
Excuse me.
Which Rob, I was like, you need to I told Rob you need to always have the attachments where the engines are.
Yeah,
because that's where the force is.
Yeah,
Some at the top, but always put some at the bottom.
Oh, add
No,
some
so
more.
I think we can go another one out.
Struts. Just throw the one anywhere.
It's like, it don't really matter. As long as everything's connected, it'll be fine. It's like a few more on the inside, just making sure it's all nice.
Have you got your stability
And then
systems?
name it,
The Black Lotus.
and then watch this.
There we go. The initial test.
Oh, nice.
It just disappeared.
That was awesome.
Just explodes.
No, that's not that is sped up, but that's when the video was losing frames.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like I didn't have any choice but I could have slowed it down, I suppose, again, like in the edit. But
So this was me trying to solve the problem.
I just
which-
think it looked really funny when it just disappears.
It just disappears.
So yeah, Zach thought it was something to do with like the height.
This
of
is
the,
a great one.
The height of the
It's
rocket.
like it explodes. It's like go. It made it. The one bit in the middle survived. All the rest of it fell off. See, I figured that it was probably because it was all resting on the middle rocket.
so the rest of it
the rest of the
collapsed
weight
around it.
pulls it off.
Right.
So you need to rest it on the 6 surrounding rockets so it has a larger...
Just raise up the middle bit.
raise the middle one. So after we'd watched this singular rocket go...
I was like, whee. Could you not build? Can you not build like like harnessors?
So,
Giant harness robot
It's
attached to the side.
Yeah, it's a
Harness dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur that holds the rocket up, ready for launch, so it doesn't.
Yes, you
actually
can
rest
build
on anything.
those.
Oh, can you?
yes.
Excellent.
But they're a bit dodgy in themselves. Because actually holding the entire weight of the rocket off the ground is nearly as bad as resting all the weight of the rocket on a small surface area.
Well, I'm not sure I'd trust a harnessor either. So it's
So, it's like we got most of the way to space just with that one rocket.
like, that's not bad. Look at that.
Do you end this flight?
I think so. I don't think we watched this one come back down.
No, it's because we wanted to get the whole thing to launch.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not good enough.
No.
That's just one rocket. We could have built that much simpler. All that strut work for nothing.
All those extra engines just for explosions.
It's like, right, what are we going to do?
So you're going to raise it up in the middle.
Let's rearrange this. Maybe
Oh, and this was the other thing.
we thought it was too wide for the
The launch tower, because you can clip the launch tower if your ship sticks out too far.
Then you just instantly die.
Yeah, and then you just like flip over and explode.
Yeah.
So I was like, move those outer rockets slightly further in, and then adjust it so that it's resting on the middle ones, middle 6 instead of the middle 1, by shifting all the outer ones up a little
Up. Oh, okay.
bit. Then do it again. Clear all that debris off the launch pad.
Look at that.
Okay.
And then I'm like, uh-oh, we've got problems on that left side.
That looks really
Is it still
close.
sticking it?
That's the bit where the video gets sped up a lot.
Right.
It couldn't handle it at all. Was it? My system was doing it at like 2 frames a second.
But there you go.
There you go. You got to
There we go.
200,000 metres just off that one big fat
one
rocket.
stage. Is there any like aerodynamics in this at all?
Sort of. There's drag, but it's not really aerodynamics as such.
Right.
You can build completely non-aerodynamic things, and like each piece has a generic drag rating.
Okay. Oh right. It doesn't matter the shape.
No, not
Oh,
really.
that's dumb.
You know, it's like annoyingly on the dark side of the planet, you can't really see very much of what's going on. I think we were looking down trying to see the massive cluster falling below us, but
Yeah.
didn't really get very
So
far.
there you go. We got to space
There
with
we go.
that fat rocket,
So there you go, that's it. That was pretty much our run on Kerbal Space Program, and then we
and then we
Okay.
realised the video was buggered, and then
Yeah.
we had to record this.
yeah.
Not consecutively. There was
No.
quite a time period between those two things.
This is like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
I haven't really. It's my fault, really. I haven't uploaded anything in ages.
Don't say that, because people won't know, because you will have.
Yeah, by the time this goes up, all of a sudden there'll be a rush of stuff. So watch this
Maybe.
and then watch some other things.
Or maybe there won't be. Commit to nothing.
Promise nothing.
Under promise and over deliver.
Yeah,
That's the whole
exactly.
point of software. And everything in general.
There may be stuff. There you go. This is our marketing line. There may be stuff. Wait, did we just adjust it, like, hoping to do something else?
I don't know.
Did we have... I don't think we had another
I
file.
can't remember what happened.
Oh, God.
We're still looking at it. Or was this just our summing up segment?
Yeah, just saying, look at it, look at that.
Look at that fucker.
Look at it. It's a thing of beauty. No, it's not really. It didn't quite work out quite so flower-like as I had anticipated. It's just a mess.
Yeah. It's really
Mess of
difficult to get
rockets.
things to align neatly. So that's that.
It's the Kerbal Space Program. Now we've got to try and carefully time the ending. Look, there's our ship flying around. There's some rockets just hanging about.
Yeah, bits of debris, and that one bit, the other half of the craft of two halves,
Oh, yeah.
which actually was more like three halves.
That's yeah. It's pretty cool that motor we got into orbit is still there.
Well, it's in orbit.
Yeah, I know, but it's just
And then I'm like, let's zoom out and see the solar system. Fuck yeah.
yeah. Now that's all in the game.
Oh, now there's new... Aren't there new planets and stuff now
Yeah.
in the new patch?
There's
Yeah.
a whole solar system.
Because like getting to the moon wasn't hard enough.
Never.
2 different moons.
Yeah, two moons.
Oh,
So we'll see that shortly.
moon A and moon B. What? You're actually going to take us to the moon?
Maybe.
You're going to get us to the moon?
I want to see you try and make a space plane thing instead of a...
Oh,
rocket.
man. Fucking space planes. They're so goddamn difficult. And even though they're called space planes, they never go to space unless you're incredibly... You have to design them so carefully to actually get them to space. You get them really high up,
Right.
but the actual transition between plane into
orbit.
space is really fucking difficult.
Okay.
So yeah. Why are we still looking at this?
Because it's the end.
It's, you know...
How much longer is there? Wait, there's another 2 minutes?
Well, it's just where we sort of start rattling off memes, I think. Like, damn, that's a sweet herb.
Yes.
Except it's not a sweet herb.
No, it's a
sweet
sweet
kernel.
Kerbim.
It's not as sweet as it is in the new version either. It has better geometry in the new version. Like terrain, like rivers and shit.
What? You mean they've textured that crap?
Yeah.
So it's not just like a repeating field of green.
Well, it's still probably a repeating field of green. Eventually they're theoretically going to have cities and shit that you can crash into.
Excellent.
Good
Or
times.
can you launch from other parts of the planet?
Well, that would also be I mean, the fact that there's...
Would they start modelling the spin like Dan mentioned earlier? Or?
Well, maybe. The fact that there's, like... This is supposedly sandbox, and there's theoretically career, suggests that there's actually going to be, like, progression. Like, maybe it will be like, first of all,
so you have
get
to
a
make
ship into orbit. Then you have to learn how to, like,
Right.
get into a different orbit and
Oh,
go to
goals.
the moon.
Oh, I see. So it sort of almost teaches you how to build the bigger rockets by like giving you like the stages to do it. Or maybe is it like a puzzle mode? Do you reckon where you'll only have like you have to build it using these bits?
Well, it also, all the bits already have a cost associated to them, but it doesn't function into the sandbox.
People dangling in space.
People dangling flies.
Shit, that was always going to happen.
That's why I said you should have taken that bit off so we could watch the timer and it would actually be the end.
It was getting pretty close to the
I
time.
know, I was like, oh look, we've got 15 seconds. Oh wait! That was retarded at the end.
Goodbye.